And then also from a more philosophical standpoint, it's like, how hard is it really, guys? How hard is it to write your own damn email? It's like you don't need to have a robot write your email for you. And again, more philosophical than that is over the over time and in the span of like decades or even centuries, what effect is that going to have on human beings, people's abilities to self generate, to have that deep critical thinking, to have original thought, right? Because if you can just do a query or a prompt and say, write something about imagination, and then it gives you and make it 5 paragraphs. Like, you didn't come up with those 5 paragraphs, right? But you read it and you're like, oh, this sounds good. That didn't originate from you. So you lacked the training, you lacked the experience. You didn't have the experience of having to think through critically, what do I want to say? How do I want to phrase this? What kind of points do I want to relate together? You didn't have the experience of that. So you're not building that muscle for yourself, right? So I think in the short term, it's great because it's super efficient, to be able to get stuff out the door. But in the long term, you think about your kids, your kids' kids, what is the nature of how they are going to be interacting? We all got really overwhelmed with social media, and the fact that at first it was great because it was like, oh, I get to connect with people I haven't seen in decades and years from elementary school, whatever. And then it transitioned to this weird brandy, like everything is so perfect in everybody's lives. Look at this perfect shot of this. Look at this travel experience, da 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 da. Right. And that was just within our lifetime. Think about how kids are using it now, and some of the inadequacies of that experience for them, but that's been normalized for them. So I feel like the same thing is happening with AI, unless they're sort of course correct.